Share this with former Manchester United and Scotland player Brian McClair believes Scott McTominay can establish himself in international football. McTominay, who also qualifies for England, was called up for Scotland's games against Costa Rica and Hungary. The 21-year-old has made 18 appearances at United so far this season. I'm looking forward to seeing how he deals with the national game and hopefully he'll play in the 2 games that are coming up, said McClair, 54. If he continues to do what he's doing for Manchester United, if he keeps playing well, pleasing the manager that he's got, his coach or manager at Manchester United, he'll do well. Scotland head coach Alex McLeish made a huge effort getting to Manchester United's training ground, Carrington, to meet up with him, because it was in the middle of the bad weather that we had. He made it, put a case. England manager Gareth Southgate sent him a text. McClair previously worked with McTominay at Manchester United's academy and recommended the player to Scotland's youth teams. He's an intelligent boy, he's mature, he's determined, and we knew he was a good player, so he just needed people to have the faith in him to wait for him to develop into the athlete he is now, McClair told BBC Scotland. As far as I can remember, his gran's got a farm in Stranraer. When I found out that, I was always pushing him to play for Scotland. McClair joined the Scottish FA as performance director in 2015 after leaving United, but held the post for just over a year. Nevertheless, he described his time back in Scotland as a worthwhile experience. "I've had an amazing time in football," he said. "I love every minute of it. I don't think I've ever worked. I've had several enjoyable hobbies." With 30 caps, McClair experienced the highs and lows of international football, having been left out of the Scotland squad for the 1990 World Cup in Italy but playing and scoring at Euro 92. And with McLeish taking on the Scotland job for a second time, succeeding Gordon Strachan, McClair is optimistic. "Alex has got all the qualities," he said. "He's an experienced manager. He's got a very good sense of humor, which is important to have in a top job. He's good at dealing with players like Gordon was." What's been encouraging for me watching Scotland sides is the performances that Gordon has managed to get out of his players, who were comfortable with him and wanted to play for him and wanted to play for Scotland. Alex will have exactly the same influence on those players, too. It must be kind of buoying for the coach and the coaching staff and hopefully for the supporters that the likes of McTominay are willing to play for Scotland. Share this with